It's always a good day when some Karakuri boxes arrive in the post, and today is one of those days. I'm super excited to get my hands on these boxes. So join me, we'll take a look at them and see if we can solve them. The first box we've got is this one. It's called On. It's by Osamu Kashu of the Karakuri Creation Group. We've got a little switch here at the front. It says off. Try and push it up and I can't. So I think On is underneath there. It looks like the drawer is going to open here. I don't think that's a false drawer or anything like that. It does look like that's where it's going to open. Really nicely made. It looks like it's walnut perhaps. I'm not entirely sure. And we've got this on the front here. So a relatively simple looking box, but doesn't seem to be any way to actually open it to begin with. And then this one looks super cool. So this one is called, I believe, Peace Comes from Shaking Hands. It's made by Sugimoto. It looks like it's going to open just on the bottom here. At the moment, that's locked in place. And we've got this hand. This detailing on this hand is really incredible. It's got the kind of, looks like it's almost articulated as well, the way it moves. And we've got the fingernails and everything, super cool. I think this is maybe got a twist or slide or something like that in order to open it. At the moment, it seems pretty locked in place, but we can move a couple of these fingers at least. Can't find anything else that moves on it. And then we're gonna try and open it. So I'm gonna grab myself a coffee. I'm gonna start with On first and then see if we can solve this one. And then if we've got time, get on to solving this one as well. So let's go. Okay, so not an awful lot that we can actually do on this box. So we slide this bit up, but it doesn't seem to want to go. Underneath it looks like we've got ON. So I think presumably what we need to do is find a way of getting this to the on position and then the drawer will open. Doesn't seem to be much other movement at all on this box. I can't see anywhere else where it might slide or push or anything. Maybe you need to hold it in a certain way. Try holding it upside down. Doesn't seem to do anything. Can't push the off button. So this one is like typical of a Karakuri box. It's like simple, tricky, but just like beautifully made. The attention to detail and everything, just this kind of beveled edge along here. The fact that it's not just straight and then joined to the side, the fact that it's got this slight bevel, it's just these small details I really love about all these boxes. Just really makes them stand apart. But how do we open it? Okay. So we've got a bit of movement actually on this top panel. I don't know whether that's just like built into like just the way it's made or if that's a clue. So very slightly, I can shift this lighter wood here, forwards and backwards. If I do that, maybe when I'm trying to do the switch. No. Okay. Don't really want to force anything here. Try spinning it. Pretty sure spinning is not really going to be a method that the Karakuri guys are going to put on their boxes these days, but worth a try. Trying to figure out other clues here. What else could we do to it? Definitely doesn't seem to be any hidden panels around the edges of the box. Pretty much all we've got to work with is the switch here. Can't do anything there. Okay, we have some movement. We've moved to open and the drawer is opened. Okay, nice one. So it's got a relatively simple like catch locking mechanism just on the inside there. Fits into this little groove here. So when the switch has actually moved now into the off position again, so I slid the whole panel here down. So it locks back in. We can move this catch up and down here. And then in order to open it, we need to push this up at the same time as sliding this lighter colored wood here down. And rather than on, it actually says open down here. We've moved it down, we can open the drawer. Super cool, sneaky, clever, I like it. Next up, let's have a look at the hand. Absolutely love this one. I've actually got a couple more from the Karakuri group which came out at the same time. I've got a coffee grinder and a seesaw which also look very cool, but this one I just really love the look of and wanted to have a shot at. So I did discover we've got two moving fingers. The pinky finger definitely seems to have like a lighter resistance to it whenever I give it a push. This one feels like it's moving something a bit more, I don't know, it just seems like it's doing more. There's more resistance there. It seems like that one is doing something and this one seems to not have much. I think it's maybe just joined, it's just kind of made in here and it's not actually connected to something, whereas this one feels connected. The rest of the fingers I don't think can move. I think the hand is probably going to twist or something like that. Just kind of want to hold it, shake it. Peace, shaking hands. So you can kind of see, it's going to be really hard to see on the camera here, but just in here you can see there's two parts to this hand. It's connected here a little bit, just here, and then here it seems to be not, there's some kind of connection with the base, but it looks like it's got some movement in it. So I think a rotation or something like that. And then the drawer underneath here, pretty firmly locked in place. It looks like you can just kind of get your fingers in here to give it a pull up, but at the moment. So I'll try the fingers. If I squeeze the fingers and pull, nothing happens. One finger, nothing. Fingernails might move, no. I always have dreams of being able to make something like this, but I know just the level of years of practice and stuff in order to get good enough with woodworking, in order to make something like this, is probably beyond me. The base doesn't want to slide or anything like that. I found another moving panel on the side here. Okay, so we've got a panel here that we can move. If I shake hands with it and put a bit of pressure on there, we can open it. That is brilliant. So there we go. Puzzle box is solved. Once again, the name, given the clue there, peace comes by shaking hands. That is absolutely brilliant. So is it locked back up again? I don't need to shake hands again to, we're gonna lock it. And it's locked again. Oh, I love it. Okay, so we have the hand here. We're gonna shake hands, a bit of pressure on the underneath there as well. So just by my grip, I'm pushing those hands both into the center. Don't know if it needs a bit of up and down movement as well, perhaps is needed, and the puzzle box opens. So I'm just gonna check a couple of things. So can I open it without shaking? It's locked. Okay, so we can open it without shaking. That would be a super cool extra step, but still very nice puzzle box without it. I can't locked up. So I just wonder if this finger is necessary as well. So I'm just gonna try. Without the pinky, I can actually do it as well. So that's just a nice little extra step. I guess when you're shaking the hand, it gives that little bit of movement that makes it a bit more comfortable to shake. But what a puzzle box. I think this one has got to be my favorite for sure. I absolutely love it. That's going to be top 3, I would say, of the Karakuri boxes that I've tried before. But let me know what you think. Is this one your favorite as well? Do you want to see the next ones? We've got the coffee grinder and the seesaw to come as well. But that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. And if you've made it this far, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and make sure you're notified of the future videos. And I'll hopefully see you again very soon.